we're here. We are freaking here, man. It's huge. It's massive, guys. I don't think you realize how long I've been waiting for this, man. Okay, the CL is life. Put it simply, the CL is oxygen. It's nice. You know what the whole old social manager thing? It is what it is, man. PSG, Barcelona, we are here. We are here. We live and so forth. With or without Neymar, I don't give a damn. With or without Neymar, I'm not even thinking about Neymar right now because this isn't about one player. This is about two teams. This is about the miracle at freaking Camp Nou. This is about the Mbappe narrative. This is about the Messi narrative. This is about the Antoine Griezmann narrative. There's so many different narratives that are happening in here, and I feel that whoever loses this, it's going to be massive. If Barcelona lose, let's keep it real. If Barcelona lose, it's going to be a key moment, and I think a footnote in Messi's career for Barcelona. I just don't see how Messi could do that. I think, because really, you say it should have been the perfect footnote. If they get knocked out in the round of 16, something that has not happened for freaking ages, I think you'd be like, you know what? You had a great ride. It's all over right now. If PSG get knocked out, if PSG gets knocked out, Lord in heaven, and the key to this is that PSG have way more pressure on them than Barcelona, because PSG are last year's finalists, and people will say they've changed manager, this and that, Neymar, this and that. You're still one of the favorites to win the whole thing. I don't really think so, but that's what people are saying. But we lost it because this is big, this is massive. I really believe that Barcelona think that they can do a number. Specifically with the whole Neymar news circling, Messi is saying, you know what, maybe a crew can do signing. Maybe a crew can do signing, and maybe, and the little kind of undercurrent here is underrated. Them being underrated, them being denied, them being ignored. Could that come back and haunt certain peeps, man? So guys, look, man, without further ado, man, let's look into the different players, the key players, the key figures in this account. Alright, let's get down to these players right now. So let's start first with Barcelona. Only one place to start. Messi, man. Messi, Lionel, man. You know what this guy's about. He is the heartbeat of the team. He is the freaking team, and I think that is the main issue, is so much is reliant upon him. And I think, for Messi, I think he knows that I know what I bring 9 times out of 10, But I think, what you may want out of Messi is, if that shot is on, take that freaking shot. Go forth and take that shot. But I think for Messi, which is where it now comes when going to the other players, is put your trust in other players. If they mess up, cool. But don't take everything onto your own, because I think what PSG are hoping for is, okay, Messi is now going to try to dribble all of us, triple team him, dispossess him, and so forth. I think what Koeman will say to Messi is, all right, we'll work with the players, draw in the double team and the triple team, release that freaking ball. Release that freaking ball, everybody is key in space. So for Messi, everything for him is deciding when to release the ball, who to release the ball to, and when to go forth by himself and take that freaking shot. I think that he has to be wary in just not taking too much brunt of the responsibility. And I think if you can as well for Messi, say that if you're going to get fouled, try and get fouled outside the area. Because a free kick around that area is money for Barcelona and for Messi as well. Griezmann. Antoine, man, bro, what up? What up, yo? You've got to say something. You've got to say something. You've got to come up and say something. These are the games that you were brought in for. These are the games where, okay, allegedly, this is what's going to prove that you are that dude and you're this amazing player. Prove that you're that amazing player. Prove that you're that dude. Prove that you're really money. And for Griezmann, you've got to show up in this kind of game. You have to be able to say, aha, I can see what Griezmann is doing. I can see how he's connecting with Messi. I can see how he's inside the pocket. I can see him taking shots. I can see him providing for other guys. This is not the game to ghost. This is the game to be at the same level as Messi in terms of productivity and effectiveness on the game. Busquets. Key, bro. People are saying that you're relevant. You shouldn't even be around here. But for Serie B, you're going up against an attacking team. And a team that wants to attack you and a team that want to aggressively hit you on the transition. So Busquets, in terms of your defensive positioning, is going to be very important. Busquets, people said, was one of the main breaks in that 8-2 shellacking in the hands of Bayern Munich. So for Busquets, it is very important that his defensive positioning and awareness and usage of the ball is prime. Because if it's not, PSG will target him and try to freaking expose him. Frankie de Jong. When you started off, I was like, hype is really as good as people say he is. Slowly, he's showing you how quality he is and how he is a rising talent. Quality midfielder. This is going to be a hugely important game for you, Frankie, bro, because you've got to try to control. You've got to maintain control of the ball, and you've got to try and say something. You might be up against Verratti. So this is a game in which to say, yo, half up. This whole Verratti thing, I'm not about that life. It's Frankie time right now. So for Frankie the Young man, I will be on you. Whether you can say what's up and control the midfield and have the usage of the ball well and help Barcelona gain key dominance of this game will come through De Jong. Long leg. Bro, with, I think, PSG will he not play? I think every Barca fan are like, bro, Araujo being injured, huge loss. So that puts even much more pressure of Longley. And we know what you did, Longley. We know what you did in that 8-2. So Longley is going to be one of the most crucial players for Barcelona. Because I think PSG are coming to try to win this game. And they're coming to actually try to attack in this game. So it's going to be very important that Longley is money and is on his best behavior and his best performance. So let's look right now at PSG. Let's start, of course, here with Mbappe. Start first with Mbappe. So Mbappe, man, look, the prodigy, the main man, you know what this guy's about. And I think for Mbappe, if Neymar is missing, he will be left alone yet again. And I think for Mbappe, this is where he can now see what can he do as a player. And many people have said, Mbappe, you're not Neymar. You're not this kind of skillful dude, which is true. He has some skills, but it's true. Mbappe, your game is smart effectiveness. That dude I saw at Monaco wasn't doing these step-overs, elaborate moves, but the moves he did made sense. When you dribbled, it was just a little dribble that also made sense to create space for you. It was clear, smart, economic football. That is what he's going to get back to, because PSG will look to give him the ball to feet and say, yo, Mbappe, give him the ball, lead us to the promised land. So for Mbappe, I want smart play from him. Don't use your pace when need to. No kick and run, no pace. Remind the doubters that you're still about the life. Remind us that you're still that World Cup winner. This is very key. So for Mbappe, I'm expecting something from him. And for him to lead the line, now being the face and the star in this team, it's going to be interesting. Kimpembe. Look, man, we did the PSG show, and guys, that people need to put some respect on Kimpembe's name. He's going to be very important in this game. Game is at Camp Nou. Barca are looking to win this game. They have to win this game for the dynamics of the two legs. And Kimpembe having a great game in terms of concentration, no mistakes, quality marking, great positioning is going to be very important. You're going up against a Messi, Griezmann, so forth, perhaps the Us, trying to say what's up to you. It's going to be very important that you ride up and you live. What's it called? Marquinhos. Similar to Kimpembe as well, you're going to be very key. You're going to be very important as well. And I think for Marquinhos, it is the partnership he has with Kimpembe. That he has with Kimpembe. That's going to be very key, because Barca going to look to attack. And Marquinhos being the older guy, more experienced, he has to use his experience in order to ensure that PSG remain in the game. They make no mistakes. And if they can leave Camp Nou winning with a clean sheet, it puts them with a firm foot into the next round. And if they have a clean sheet, it will greatly depend on what Marquinhos does, as well as Kimpembe. Marco Verratti, boom, one of my favorite players to watch. I get it, understand. Where are his CLs? He plays in Uber Eats. He's overrated. What is he saying? I still fully confirm that based on the eye test and based on just viewing, Marco Verratti is one of the best football players in the world. Just based on just his footballing talent and quality, he is an amazing football player to watch. And it's one of those things of where, unless you've played football and you've specifically played central midfield, do you appreciate? But let's put that to one side. Verratti, it's time for you to show up. Because what is holding you back is you showing up in these big games. You having a big performance against a big opponent in this big game. And trust me, the position you play and how important you are to this team, Marco Verratti, you have to say what's up. Almost forgot. Let's look back here. The Ousmane Dembele, man. He's going to be important. He's going to be really important in this, and hopefully he's fit. Let's pray. He's fit. Let's pray he's fit. Let's pray he's doing well, because Ousmane Dembele is going to be very important as an attacking wide man, because what he brings, no one else in Barcelona has. There's nobody else in Barcelona that has the kind of tools, abilities, and weapons that the Us has at his disposal. And if you can see the Us rather than Ousmane Dembele, I think Barcelona will come a long way in punishing PSG and putting them under some serious pressure. Guys, we ride. So there we have it. Now, let's go inside the freaking locker rooms. Let us have a look at the different pep talks in the dressing rooms, training rooms, and let's just see what these different guys are saying to rev them up. 8-2. 8-2! I hate to be you. Yeah, look, well, we've had all those 8-2 jokes. And it's funny, I look at the streets. Because I'm in the streets. I look at the streets and people are already saying, you know what? Barcelona are done. They're finished. They're done for. What can these guys do? Even Barcelona fans are expecting a beating. They're expecting a beatdown. Guys, let's keep it real. It's the first time ever that you guys are going in the game under us. Feels new. Feels new. I'm sure Lionel, Jessica Alba, PK, Busquets, you are used to going into games as the superior team, as the favorites, pressure to win, expected to win. But this is different. How are you going to handle it? How are you going to handle it? Because trust me, there are Barca fans who are hoping for a miracle. Because I'll tell you right now, if you knock out PSG, this could be the win that just sets a spark. That sets a magical spark that you can do something special. Because Messi, I'm looking at you now. I'm looking at you. If you can somehow bring out something quite spectacular, bro, it could change things. It could change everything away. So, the pressure is on you guys. The pressure, the heat is on you guys. How are you going to react? What are you going to do? But there's just something that I want to just look at over you guys right now is you as underdogs, or as perceived underdogs. Who's going to rise? We know what Lena's going to do. Antoine, you said you're a World Cup winner. You said you were top in the world. You said you should win the Ballon d'Or. Prove thyself. Prove thyself. Let's see what you can do. Let's see how you can ride. If not, I don't know what can be done. So, are you going to fight for the heritage of the badge? Are you going to put some respect on your name because that badge is still inducted? I'm sorry, the Barcelona wing still exists. After it, the Barcelona wing still exists. Are you going to deconstruct and tear down that wing? And are you going to stand up like freaking men and say, no, Barca exists. Barcelona have heritage. Barcelona have history. And we're going to fight for every single Barca fan. Shout out to your boy Damon Perez. Shout out to your boy Ben Perez. Shout out to your boy Joe Nagy, who's actually a fake Barca fan. Shout out to your boy Ben, who's a fake Barca fan as well. Ben Mbappe. What up? Are you going to fight? Shout out to your boy Kool-Aid. What up, baby? What up, baby? Kool-Aid. What are we going to do? What are you guys going to do? Are you going to shrink like leprechauns? Are you going to rise like hobbits? Choose thyself. Some would say you should have won that final. Some would say perhaps you deserve to win that CL final. Various different things, various different theorems, various different theories as to what people expected you guys to do. But you didn't win. You didn't win it. And there is always going to be that pressure. Knocking away. Itching away. constantly, again and again and again. And people want an answer from all of you. They need an answer. What is PSG? Who are PSG? You must hate the name LSG. This has to be one of the most hated teams in the world. There are people who want you to fail. They are praying that you fail. They are hoping that you fail so they can write their narratives. They can write their blogs. They can write their tweets. And they can say, this is a fake club. They should never be mentioned in the same sentence as a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, a Bayern Munich, a Liverpool. They should never. These guys are fakes. These guys are phonies. But you can build something. You can build something. You can say, you know what? Love it or hate it, we are here. You took a huge step. Massive step in getting to that final. And it was close. You could have really won it. Should have scored that. Scored that. Mbappe I had a. But it is what it is. Guys, it's fine. Chill out. Stay cool, stay cool, stay cool. So right now, the process right now is how do you react? How do you react from being so close to the CL trophy? Because this doesn't come any bigger than this. Because trust me, let me tell you this right now. Don't you dare underestimate these guys. Don't you ignore what they've done in La Liga, ignore Barcelona and so forth, ignore that stuff. Don't you dare underestimate these guys. No matter what they've gone through, it's still Barcelona. And there are still guys who have won more CLs than you. So, that being said, it's a huge game. It's a massive game. And you could end it in this first leg. You could. And my advice to you is, don't play a two-leg game. If you can end it in the first leg. You don't have to play two-leg. If you feel you can end it, you end it in España. You end it in the camp. Only you guys can decide and can see how you want to play this and how you want to break it down. So, with that being said, see Verratti over there, can see Mbappe in there, can see Mbappe in there. Will you be LSG or PSG? So guys, look man, viewing this first leg, it's quite hard to really come to a consensus. I'll keep it a stack. It's quite hard to come to a consensus for this, So I'm racking my brain. Because if we look at it perception-wise, PSG should win this game. Because I think PSG, even if they're going in without Neymar, they look like the stronger team. So if you're PSG, do you go out for blood and take them out? I think if you're PSG, you play a smart game. You play a smart game of holding onto the ball, but I think PSG should try and look for openings. There is no point in being conservative here because, see, that's what it's. Yeah, we've got to be very careful. They can beat Barcelona at Camp Nou because this Barcelona side, it aims at the same. They don't hold the same sway. If they give Barcelona too much respect, that will give Barcelona confidence to then do them over in this game. Because we saw what Juventus did to this Barcelona side. So for PSG, I think it's be respectful to a point, but show a little bit of disrespect. And in this game is where you're going to have to say Mbappe is going to be key, the midfield is going to be key, the midfield controlling the game is going to be key. Using the space of the pitch is going to be key because trust, especially in the transition, is going to be important. If you have Busquets in that midfield trying to expose and trying to put some pressure on him. So for PSG, it's about the key individuals have to go to the ball, whether it's an Icardi, whether it's an Mbappe, and whether Di Maria is playing or not. The key guys have got to come up and say what's up. They've got to come up and say what's up. If you're Barcelona, the supporting cast, Messi is going to Messi. Lionel is going to Lionel. He's a freaking machine. You know what you're going to get from him. I think for Barcelona is the first thing that Koeman will say, do not make any defensive mistakes. if you're going to concede, fine, cool. Don't let it be through any defensive mistakes. All right. Be disciplined, full on concentration, and I think it's about playing smart for Barcelona. And if Messi can combine with Alba, Griezmann, and the Us, and they can be singing up the same hymn sheets, and they can move the ball, because I just think that's what Barca have that PSG don't have. That Barca have a point of where they can move PSG around, and I think their interplay can be on a higher level than PSG's. So the key thing is a Griezmann, the Us, the Alba, these guys connecting with Messi and being at the same wavelength as him. If they can do that and move the ball around quickly, find triangles, quick one-touch, intelligence through balls, and create cool openings, then I think Barcelona can do something. Because trust me, Messi can. It's about the supporting cast. It's not about Messi. It's never about Messi, really. 9 times out of 10, he's going to give you that. You know what he's going to give you 9 times out of 10. It's about the other guys surrounding him coming in and saying what's up and providing that extra salinki. Guys, I have no idea what the scoreline is going to be, but I'll try. It's hard. I have no idea. I'm just visualizing the game now. I have no idea because one part of my brain says PSG could just beat the living daylights out of these dudes. Another part of my brain says maybe not. But where I am right now, I am 2-1 to Barca. I just don't know. I genuinely do. So I'm almost just shooting in the dark because there are just so many ways to go. So I am going to roll. I'm going to roll with 2-1 to Barcelona. I'm going to roll with 2-1 to Barcelona. I think, which is a good result for PSG. 2-1 is a pretty good result for PSG still. So I think specifically if you take because if you take Neymar out of it, I think Barcelona will win the game. Just about. I think PSG will cause them issues, but I think Barcelona will just do enough, and Koeman will do enough just to win the game. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Barcelona. 2-1 to Barcelona. Remember, guys, join me for the lineup preview an hour before kickoff, and join me for that post-match stream straight after the game. Like, subscribe, no excuses. Become a Patreon member. Gain access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast of the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfwop to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.